Okay, I was so intrigued by the noise out of the ESCs, I thought I'd better look into it, and to do that I need to wire up the ESCs to the flight controller. The ESCs come with a cable for the ESCs and GST ends that you can put in, and the Matek comes with an end of the same size, so you could wire it that way. But also the Matek comes with a similar cable, and the ESC comes with a similar plug. And actually I think it's going to be easier doing it this way around, using the Matek cable and the plug, because otherwise I'm going to have to remove cables from this one. So I think that makes it a little bit easier. Interestingly, they've changed the plug on the version 3 of this ESC, so the cable order is different, so don't use a cable from an older version of the F55 Pro, because it will be wrong and you'll probably blow it up. So what I'm going to do is, I've got a little cheat sheet here, which I can only read with my old man goggles on. But, we can see that on this end, so where's this cable? Okay, so you can see that we've got VBAT at this end, so I'm going to start with VBAT, which is that one, so it just pops in the end there, and then there's another VBAT and then a ground, so I'm going to leave a gap and then put a ground in there. Always hard leaving gaps because you sometimes can count the wrong things. So then a little bit easier, so yellow is current, and that comes next to the ground after the gap. So I'll put yellow as current in there. Yellow as current seems a fairly universal colour, and then we've got telemetry next to that. There, and then on the Matek, the one closest to telemetry is S1, and on this, the one closest to it, telemetry is S1, so it's the same order, so I can just pop that in there. 1, 2, 3, a little bit fiddly. Okay. 3 and 4. There we go. And that looks the same, always worth checking. Looks same, got the gaps in the right place. And so this one I can wire on there. And then this one can go in here. There we go. All right, and I can take a long USB cable, wire that up. Also, just need to be a little bit careful about. It's not wired up, is it? So it should be fine. So Suite. And then I'll wire up the power. Okay, and then I'm going to connect, well, I might have to do a little bit of config on this, but connect. Oh, well, that's very happy and arming. So I'm going to fire up BLHeli32 and see what we can find on the ESCs. All right, so got the thing wired up. I had to just connect Mission Planner just to check that I had this auto setting set correctly, because without that you can't get pass-through to work, and that does seem to work, so I shall disconnect that. Hide Mission Planner and bring up BLHeli32. Alright, so moment of truth. What is on the other end of this? So read setup. Alright. Yeah, it's BLHeli. It's BLHeli with a nice little tune. So I don't know why that's so good. Music note config. I see they've set their own music in the ESC, so that's why you get that nice little tune. Well, bravo to T-Motor. No LEDs, which is a shame, but you get the nice little tune. So I think what I'll do is I will flash. So this is 32.9. I will flash 32.10, which you can't see that there, but it's okay. Flashing because 32.10 has support for EDT, extended D-shot telemetry, which means you can get additional telemetry via bidirectional D-shot, which is great. So I shall flash all of these ESCs. Takes a little while. That's one done. Alright, next one's going, so I might pause the video just while the rest are flashing. Alright, there we go, all updated to BLHeli version 32.10, which is great. And while I'm here, I'm just going to make a couple of changes. So motor timing, I'm going to switch to auto, so that's all the way down there. And then the PWM frequency, the high version, I'm going to switch to by RPM. And these seem to be decent default settings. Not going to mess with the motor directions because that will come later, but I think for that I shall write the setup. Good, all done. So good, I'm done. So I've got BLHeli 32.10 on there. I've got the settings set up as I wanted them, and I've unraveled the mystery of the strange music. It's because T-Motor appear to have written their own music config to the output, so that's all good. So next up, the rest of the electronics. Thanks for watching.